Alrighty, friends. Now we're going to talk about battle drill reacting to an enemy drone. Alright, so first and foremost, not part of the battle drill, but just so you know, if you're being a good infantryman, right, and you're taking, you're varying your routes that you're taking routes that the enemy does not expect you to traverse. You're utilizing good light and noise discipline and all the other essences of camouflage on that patrol. If you're in contested territory, you're using bounding Overwatch movement, which I'll get into in another video. Hit me up below if you have a question about it. And if you're applying the good basic infantry tactics that are already there, that already exist to protect you from all of the air assets that have already existed, and that'll also help you hide from drones, right? That's what we're doing. We don't want to be seen by the drone. So if it's hard for you to be seen and you're not in a place where the enemy's looking, that itself is going to be your best counter to the enemy drone. So beyond that, should we become alerted that there's an enemy drone inbound, hopefully we have some sort of a signals intelligence device that's going to let us know that those drone signals are being transmitted close to us, so there's a drone inbound. If it's an FPV drone, you will probably hear it before it sees you, and if it's like a Mavic recon drone, there's a good chance it'll see you before you hear it, and if it is a drone that the CIA is flying, you're fucked, so it doesn't really matter. You're never going to know it's there, and it's going to have been following you for the last 4 days. Alright, so you get an alert on your device, beep, 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 or you hear bzzz, an FPV drone inbound, right? Cool. How do we react once that happens? We are going to kill all of our signals. If you're transmitting any sort of signal, whatever, shut it off. Don't be talking on the radios. Big hush time, okay? You're going to want to run for cover and concealment, right? So get inside a building, get inside your trench with a covered foxhole that has the blast blanket doors, get into a bunch of thick brush or briar patch where that drone isn't going to be able to get into or penetrate or visually see you, right? So we want to protect ourselves from the drone coming in and blowing us up, and also hide, even better than that, hide so the drone doesn't even see you. Hopefully we can accomplish this task before the drone is physically in a position to see us, okay? Goddamn mustache. It's fucking me up all day today, huh? Alright. Big if, because I'm not sold on it, but if you have some sort of thermal prevention device, right? You brought an umbrella, you've got your fucking Mylar blanket with a poncho liner or a tarp, whatever, on the outside of it, and you have time to deploy it, now would be the time to deploy that. You're going to want to cover the most likely entry point, and if you can, get into a spot where there's only one entry point, right? Get inside a building, get inside a room that doesn't have any windows. Everybody in that room, orient your weapons at the door, right? Orient your weapons at the point of entry. If you're carrying a shotgun, even if it's like a breaching shotgun or something like that, now's the time to pull that sucker out. Get ready to go to scrat-a-tat-tatin'. Wonderful. All right. If you are in the open, if you are out in the open and there is nowhere to run or hide, and you do not have a shotgun properly set up with the proper ammunition to shoot that drone, and you aren't confident in your abilities to shoot that drone, your best bet is probably to play dodgeball. We, as Americans watching YouTube videos of Ukraine, have what's the opposite? Casualty bias, right? Because all of the drone footage that everybody posts online is of the drones blowing up once they hit their target. Nobody posts the 6 drones they flew that the person dodged, and they flew their drone into the ground before that. So I hear from the grapevine that dodging drones is actually fairly effective. And if you don't have the ability to shoot at the drone realistically or cover or conceal yourself, I think playing dodgeball is probably your best bet. All right. Once that drone has done its thing, it's passed over you, it's hit one of your guys and created a casualty. You dodged it and it impacted into the ground. You blew it out of the sky with your bird shotgun. Whatever the case is, wonderful, good for you. Expect more drones to come soon. So now would be the time to like collect your shit and sprint, 500, 1,000, 2,000 kilometers, not kilometers, meters, right? 1 or 2 clicks away if you can, and hide your ass somewhere that a drone can't see you, because another drone is probably coming soon. Boom. That is counter to the drone in my unprofessional drone fighting that I've never done before opinion. But it's basically the same type of shit as counter to the air assault. Counter to enemy helicopter, right? It's the same style of threat.